Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna Grace. For those who are new here, thank you so much for watching. Today we're gonna go ahead and recreate this look right here. I posted that on Instagram about 2 weeks ago or so, and ever since I posted that picture, all of you have been asking me to recreate that makeup look for you. So here we are today, recreating this look just for you. This is a very glam look. I would say particularly good for a night out. Any further requests, please let me know below. Don't forget to let me know what you want to watch in future videos. As well, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. As well, that notification bell that notifies you every time a new video is available. All right, well, I guess with further ado, let's go ahead and start with the tutorial. We're gonna go ahead and add a wash of color to the crease. And what I like is the shade Blur by Melt Cosmetics. As you can see, the shade is very close to my skin tone, so it's gonna blend, the shadows very well into my skin. So yes, we're gonna go ahead and start with this. Grab some of the pan. I love these shadows because they're magnetic, as you can see. You can grab them however you like. And I'm gonna grab some here and just bring it to the eye like so. And as you can see, it's not like a super colorful shade. It's just enough to give me a good transition shade to my crease. The perfect wash of color for my skin tone. So I am so light. A lot of like the transition shades that are made out there and put into palettes are not light enough for my skin tone. So this is like my go-to shade, which is just perfection. Thank you, Melt, for making this little stack, because it's like so pigmented and just pure perfection. I love it a lot. Now we're gonna go ahead and go in to the Dose of Colors Frencation palette. As you can see, I use my Frencation palette a whole lot. So there's a lot of discoloration. We're gonna go ahead and go into the shade called Necessary, which is the third one in the top. And we're just gonna go ahead and dab that on to the transition shade, just a little bit lower than the transition shade, and just tap that color into the eye. We're gonna go ahead and change brushes. What I'm gonna go ahead and use now is the E38 Sigma brush, which looks just like this. And we're gonna go ahead and go into the shade Churro. And we're gonna grab some of that shade and just put it in the outer corner of the eye, just like so. And then bring it in a little bit. Just dabbing motions into the eye will do the trick. Tapping motions are amazing, I love it. Or what you could also do is just small circular motions, and that will also do the trick. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on the brush itself. Just with a light pressure and just smoking that shade out will be just perfect. When adding that pigment and blending that out with those small motions, you guys don't have to go like this. Just small, tiny, like circles. Like if you're doing O's, that's a perfect movement. Right, and then now we're gonna go ahead and start working on the lid. P.Louise number 2 shade. And I'm just gonna pack that on the lid. And we're just dabbing in the P.Louise base just to kind of clean up the color on the base itself. What I usually do is just go in and go back with the same brushes. Since that base is sticky, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this beautiful shade. It's called Just a Kiss. And you guys, this has to be my favorite shade in this whole palette. I mean, they got beautiful shades. Like, look at the blue and the green. Amazing. But this shade, ooh, excuse me. But this shade is just so beautiful. It gives you like the wet reflex. It's just amazing. So I'm gonna grab it and just put it on my lid. Just like that with my finger. I wouldn't recommend doing it with a brush. And in person, it's like even better. It looks even more prettier. It's beautiful, you guys. This is why I love this palette. It is an everyday palette or is a total glam up palette. Love it. Yes, yes, yes. Guys, and now for the inner corner of the eye, I am gonna use the JLarue Lemonade Pigment, and that is what's gonna make this look just take it to the next level completely. And so we go. Just make sure that you blend it up with the Just a Kiss shade. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know if you guys can see it in camera, but nope, you can see it, of course. Of course. I'm gonna see if I can grab a little bit of that Just a Kiss shade and just add it on top of the lemonade. All right, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is just grab my LA Girl liner in the deepest brown and line my eye. So we tight lined and we added color on the lid as well. This is what it's looking like so far. So far, so good. I'm happy with it. I don't even remember what lashes I used, but I'm just gonna go for it and just use the lash that was on my desk because I have no idea what lash. I believe that these are Kiss lashes. Not sure what style though. I'm sorry, guys. All right, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and just start with the face. We're gonna use a little bit of the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Looks like this. We're just gonna go ahead and add that to the center of the face. I just wanna grab a little bit. Spread it out. God, I love the way that this smells. It smells like very like fresh and like a little bit floral, I want to say, but mostly fresh. Love that. I love that. So, so good. Cream contour with a little bit of the Huda Beauty in light. And I'm gonna grab my Morphe Y10 brush. I'm just gonna dab it into the product and just add it to my skin like so. With some bronzer, cream bronzers, they do seem to like skip on the skin, and this one doesn't skip, which I do like that a lot. And sometimes skipping doesn't really necessarily have to do with the actual product, it's just the skin itself. So, but this doesn't do any of that skipping to me. So I really, really appreciate that. Now that we are pre-bronzed, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Dior Air Flash shade 300. All right, so what I do like to do is just brush it onto the brush itself, just like that. I'm just gonna put it in the areas that needs coverage at the moment. You can definitely spray it, but you want to be mindful of where you're placing that spray. I can show you guys on the other side. This foundation is so pretty. It's like there's nothing on your skin. As you guys can see, it literally like blurred me out. Love it. So this is what I would do if I'm on a rush. Like that. You don't have to like spray your whole face, just an area. And from that area, just spread it out. The remaining amount of foundation that's on the brush, just go ahead and bring it down to your neck and your ears, especially if they're exposed. Now I'm gonna spray my face with a little bit of setting spray. This is the Morphe continuous spray. Love this. I'm actually out of it. That was just the last amount I was gonna get from that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and just pack that in to the skin. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is start working on our lower lash line. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab the color Blur from the Melt stack just to give a wash of color under the eye with my e.l.f. brush. This is an eyeshadow brush, but I like to use this on my lower lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Churro and bring it into the lower lash line and just blend it in. It looks so pretty. That shade is everything. That Churro shade, girlfriend. It's amazing. Into the dark brown shade right here. And just dab that more towards the outer corner of the lower lash line. And just dab it in. We're gonna line our lower lash line as well. And we're gonna bring it just to here right before like the little air duct. Let's add a little bit of mascara. We're gonna use Extended Play by MAC. So what we're gonna go ahead and use now is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Anti-Fade, girl, Anti-Fade, we're gonna go ahead and use the Healthy Skin Anti-Fatigue Concealer. Love this concealer. Unfortunately, it's only available in the UK from what I'm aware of, and everywhere else in Europe, I'm assuming. So literally best concealer I've ever tried in my life. I'm so obsessed. I'm sure you can get this on Amazon. I was lucky enough to have my cousin bring it for me because I've been wanting this foundation and concealer for the longest time ever. So I was lucky enough for him to bring it for me. So that's what you call cousin goals. Okay, actually we're gonna go in with a smaller brush. I'm gonna use the E23 brush from Morphe. And I'm just gonna spread this foundation out like so. And I'm gonna go ahead and set it using my Essence All About the Matte powder. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this e.l.f. brush and just dab it in like so. Same brush. I'm gonna grab some of my Hourglass powder. This is like the only powder I use for my skin, to be honest. At least all around skin. And just set the makeup in place. It's definitely on the pricier side, but it is so worth it. It's so finely milled. It gives you like a natural set to the skin. It's like something I've never used before. I also heard the Chanel one is really, really good. I just want my skin to look like skin, and I don't like it to look powdery AF. I'm gonna go ahead and use MAC Give Me Sun and just apply it to the cheekbone. Very lightly, you don't have to put a lot of powder. You already put that contour, bronzer on there. Just dab it into the skin. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use my Lancome Absolute Powder in Pinch. And I'm just gonna bring it right over here, gorge. I love this powder so much, guys. It's so finely milled. It gives you like the most beautiful glow within the skin, as you can see. You saw that. I like to apply it in all the areas that I kind of like highlight. Bring some luminosity back into the skin, or you can just be a matte girl if you are into that. I'm not. I like to glow a little bit to have like a glistening moment. We're gonna go ahead and carve out the contour. And for that, I do use my Cover FX perfect setting powder. And I do grab my Morphe sponge. Love this sponge because it has a perfect line. So what we're gonna do is just cut the crease right here. And so I dab it across my cheekbone, just like so. Bring some to my nose here. And meanwhile we're baking, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the MAC Cork lip liner. Now we're gonna go ahead and go in with a Mented lipstick, and this is in the shade Taupe. So here we are, this is the final look. It's just very pretty, very glam. You can wear this for basically any occasion. Well, not any occasion, a special occasion, or especially with all the glitters. Maybe any nighttime functions would be great. This will look gorgeous in dim light. Oh my God. So yeah, there you have it. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end of this video. I hope you enjoy it. If there's any other makeup looks that you guys would like to see me create, or that you see on my Instagram but I didn't do a video for it, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Oh my goodness, this is like to die for. I love it. I love it. Hope you do too.